Namaste. I hope everybody had a good Christmas, and I'm sending you all my love and light. So I'm just doing these videos as and when I can. I've had a whole bunch of really serious 50 out of 50 flares, really serious. But this video is, this is a point where the pain has died down, has eased off enough for me to hopefully make at least one video, maybe two. I try and do this as and when I can. Okay, I don't plan these videos either. I go into a semi-meditative state, contemplation, some may call it, and I intuitively am shown the title or even just the subject matter roughly, and then I just take a step back. My human ego takes a step back, and I allow what I call my higher self to flow through me, though in essence it is just that. It's just another aspect of my multidimensional self. Ultimately, we are one. Okay, this video, even though I haven't got a title yet, the inspiration that I got for this video is I am that I am. So why did the source of all that is in existence, in physical manifestation, decide to become physically manifest? What was the purpose? Now, I touched upon this in the last video, and we kind of spoke on much of this, but this is just going a little bit deeper. You see, there's only so much you can convey within a 15 to 20 minute video. So I am that I am is the name of God, the source. I am. What is the first thing that you say when somebody asks you who you are or what you are? You say, I am a human, if you are human. I am a chef. I am a computer technician. I am a clerk. I am a lawyer. I'm a dad. I'm a mum. Okay, I am however many years old, right? You always start with I am, or I. So why did the I am, why did the one infinite source of all energy, don't forget, if you've watched the last video, the Divine Dichotomy, everything is energy. Everything is energy vibrating, oscillating, pulsating, gyrating. Everything is energy in motion. Intelligent energy. So ultimately, everything in physical manifestation, though we sometimes call this an illusion, feels very real, is perceived to be very real. And indeed, when you are here, it is very real. It certainly feels very real for this human expression that my spirit energy is focused into right now, especially on the rough days with the flares. Okay, so getting back to the teaching. So why did the I am, who is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent, all-knowing, right? Omniscient, all-knowing, knows all things. Why would something so magnificent, why would the source, all-knowing, desire to manifest itself into physical forms which could feel pain, could feel torment, could feel heartbreak, could feel aging and mortality, the illusion of mortality. Right? But these physical vehicles, they really do decay and transition. They die. Okay, but nothing dies, right? Because Newton's first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed, can be transmuted, transferred. Why would the great I Am, the source of all that is, want to become manifest, to go through all of this, when it already knows every single outcome? Now think about this. Does this make any sense to you? Okay, so what I'm being shown is the source, the one source, decided to, in essence, you might call it, we say the Big Bang, right? But I'm being shown it wasn't like that. Instead of a Big Bang, imagine a very fast projection with trillions upon trillions upon trillions of beams of light being projected out of the one source, the focal point of attention that the one source became. Projected out into the trillions upon trillions of what we would call manifest creation, the universe. And don't forget, there's many universes, so the multiverse. Okay, some would argue there's many multiverses, so let's just call this the omniverse. The omniverse of multiverses. Why would the source do this if it already knew every single potential possible probable outcome and had already been shown, created or designed the blueprint of such manifestational outcomes? What would be the point if it is omniscient, which is the case? Okay, so though the source knew all outcomes, probable, possible, we would call this every single potential, possible, probable vortex. In other words, every single outcome that ever could be, ever has been, and ever will be. There's one thing knowing this conceptually in a thought format, but it's another thing entirely to project that out into actualization in an objective sense within a medium, within a matrix. Matrix means that which holds. So it's the mix. Like a matrix in building would be cement, concrete. You know, concrete would be a matrix, right? So there's one thing knowing every single possible, probable, potential outcome conceptually, but experientially within a matrix, within a testing ground, as it were, an experiencing ground, is an entirely different thing. So the source focused all of the potential, possible, probable vortexes and the divine manifesting blueprint for the universes, for the multiverses, for the omniverse. Now, and I'm being shown that none of this happened in a linear way. I'm trying to convey this to you in a linear format, but none of this happened in a linear fashion whatsoever. There is only the now. There is only the divine moment of now. Time, linear time as we know it, doesn't exist. It's an illusion. It's part of the control structure for organization that humans use. But it's not a universal construct. Time, linear time, and dating systems are not universal. It's useful for third density. So many third density realms, many third density planets, and many third density civilizations use the time and dating format for organization, for control. It's a useful tool to use within the third density matrix. Now, there are levels to this matrix. We're in the third density, so without overcomplicating things, we're going to stick to explaining the third density. The third density is where the source has projected out into the master oversouls, or the monads. The monad then projected out into many oversouls. The many oversouls then, each one projected out into many primary soul aspects. The many primary soul aspects, now this multiplies and multiplies and multiplies. Okay, and so the one became many. To experience the illusion of being a finite being, a finite entity. This is in third density. Beyond third density, there is an all-pervading knowing that you are infinite. So the illusion of being finite and having a starting and an end point, birth and death, is a third density consciousness illusion. But it works. It's a very real feeling illusion until you've had a near-death experience and you've clinically died a bunch of times like I have. And you realise that death does not exist. I just popped out of my body, literally blinked out of my body. There was no discontinuation of consciousness. There was no discontinuation of awareness. In fact, my awareness was amplified by magnitudes. Undescribable. So the one became many, and then the many became many more, and then the many more became many more. And they projected out and then projected out all the way to the third density where we are now. We're transitioning into the fourth density consciousness, which is what many people call 5D consciousness, or the fifth dimension. Although from what I've been shown, that's not entirely accurate. It's a new age term. 5D, fifth density, fifth dimensional consciousness. Though I've been shown, from what I've been shown personally, it's not quite like that. And I've been shown that there's a very gradual progression. It's in linear terms, right? So the one became many within the matrix, the illusion. It's my higher self only calls this the illusion because there are far, far greater realities in existence above and beyond the third density. In other words, our level of consciousness awareness, conscious awareness, our ability to express and perceive consciousness in the third density as human on Earth is greatly, greatly limited as compared to the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and it goes all the way up. It goes up to the seventh density, eighth density, and beyond, and you're going into the non-physical. From the ninth density and above, it's utterly non-physical. It's not classed as a part of the physical manifestation. I hope that you're following all of this. I have have made quite a few videos on the run up to this. There are many, many more videos on the playlist, my teachings and tutorials, which go into this, go into the basics of this. This is going into the real guts of it now. We're really fleshing this out now. And from this point onwards, it gets quite convoluted. It gets very convoluted. So I think that's probably enough for now. We're going to do this in bite-sized videos. So the one became many. Many individualized aspects of consciousness, or individuated units of consciousness. Your soul, projected into your body right now, watching this video, is one unit of individuated consciousness. Projected down, stepped down. So it's like a transformer, right? But you step down. So you stepped down from the Godhead, or the source, right? Then you step down again to the monad. You step down again to the oversoul. You step down again to the primary soul aspect. Then you step down again and again and again. The third density is basically a projection of the fourth dimension. So the third dimension is projected from the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension projects almost like a shadow. And this is the shadow. We're in it now. This is the shadow. And people who have had near-death experiences and out-of-body experiences, people who've experienced plant medicine ceremonies and powerful transformative meditative experiences will tell you that this is the Maya, this is the illusion. As the ancient Vedic Indians very rightfully said, it's an illusion compared to the much greater realities, the much greater perceptions of reality. In the fourth density, the fifth density, sixth, seventh. Okay. I hope this helps. I hope this is helping some of you out there kind of grasp this. And really, you need to have watched the other videos in this series on my teachings and tutorials to have gotten this far, to understand this video. So I would highly encourage you to go back and watch the previous videos leading up to this, if you haven't done already. Okay, as always, one love and namaste.